pre-season. It seems like the other day you were lifting the Club World Cup. You've now lifted another trophy. How pleased are you with what you saw out there this evening?
Very happy with the performance, especially after 3-4 days just training together. And it's good to start again because probably, we have now another game Sunday, but then we start official game.
You said before the game, enjoy Estevão. Well, the Chelsea fans certainly enjoyed Estevão this evening. So exciting. What a talent. But he is only 18 years old. He's never played here. How do you manage that?
But he's very young, very, very young. So he needs to be happy, he needs to play. And for sure, as I said yesterday, he's going to help because he's a fantastic player.
First of all, congratulations with how you finished the season and you won the World Cup for clubs. You've done absolutely magnificent.
Thank you.
The turnaround is very small, How much do you have to change your pre-season? Because it's only 3 weeks. How much did you have to alter?
Because it's the first time that happened, so we don't have the answer. It's complicated. We arrived here, and we start 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and we already start like we never finish, like a normal week. You cannot do pre-season. You don't have time. We have another game now Sunday, and then we start official game. But it's very complicated. Sports scientist, doctor, me, we don't know. We don't have the answer because it's first time and we don't know.
Yeah. How can you keep everyone happy? I'm so impressed. I'm from Germany coming over and I know Leverkusen really well. But what an individual quality you have for the 4 attacking positions. So how can you make the choice for Palace now? Because they're all looking good.
No, for sure, no, all of them, they're going to be happy always because if they don't play, they are not happy.
Exactly.
But they have to understand that they are all good, 22, 23, 24 players, and they have to understand that we're going to be many rotation.
And so obviously devastating news about Levi Colwill. Is it a priority for you now to bolster that defence, or are you happy with what you saw this evening?
It's a priority for me, yes, because Levi is a fantastic player. What we have achieved last season is because of him also. And he played all games with me. I love him. And I'm going to miss him. We're going to miss him because the first one that they know that Levi is very good. They are the teammates because they recognize that. But we are trying also to find different solutions.
Is there a plan to bring in another centre-back before the window closes?
We see.
One more thing. Everybody is talking about Estevão, about Palmer, Caicedo, and rightly so. But I've seen today one player, Isego. Tell me, please.
Which one?
Isego?
Dario Estevão.
Sorry. My pronunciation. Estevão in the midfield. You have been a midfielder.
Yeah.
Please tell me something about it because I really liked what I saw.
Jimmy, they run much more than me, for sure.
Yeah, but you scored.
Yeah. No, Dario is another one. He's 20 years, 19, very young. We bring him here also to give more rest in some game to Moy, to Romeo.
Yeah.
And he is doing very well, but he needs to understand a little bit more, especially the way we want to play on the ball. Off the ball, it's very good. He has to understand a little bit on the ball.
Enzo, thank you so much for your time.
Jimmy,
we will see you
much.
again on Sunday for the game against AC Milan. Thanks, Enzo. Well, Enzo Maresca clearly very happy there. Interesting what he was saying about Estevão and needing to rest his players, which he didn't have the luxury of doing last season,
no,
did he?
He didn't.
And I think we have the birthday boy, Jamie Gittins.
How are you?
Happy birthday.
Jamie,
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, 21 today. I wish I could remember when I was 21. Jimmy, do you remember when you were 21?
It's a long time ago. Don't ask me that.
But you are now a Chelsea player. Obviously couldn't play for them during the Club World Cup, but you can now. Your first minutes at Stamford Bridge, you made a real impact. How did you feel out there?
No, I feel amazing to play in the Bridge for the first time. The fans are amazing. The team's great, so it's good to be here with the team on the pitch.
Is it a dream come true to be playing in the Premier League? A week from now it all kicks off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very excited for this season. We're prepared to face the season head on, and it should be exciting. Yeah.
A lot of players in this squad, a lot of competition, quality players, but how much does that motivate you to be the first name in the team sheet?
It makes me want to push harder in training because training is like a game every day. Everyone's so competitive, and I need that in my life in football to push myself to the max.
You start your career in England. You went to Germany because you wanted to play more football, and now you're back. What's the difference between England and Germany?
I mean, in training that I've seen anyway at Chelsea, it's a lot more intense. It's like a game. Everyone's competing for their place. It's so fast. Everyone's so physical and strong, and it's good to be here in this team and fight for this badge. Yeah.
But hopefully you will miss Germany a little bit. I'm a former Dortmund player too, and you did a great job, I know.
Yeah.
And of course you like to play in the Premier League, but I have to be honest, Borussia Dortmund is one of the biggest clubs in Europe too.
Yeah, Dortmund's a massive team. They helped me develop so much as a person and as a player. I spent 5 years there, 2 in the youth academy, 3 in the first team. Learned so many things from different players, different coaches. I'm so blessed to be a part of that Borussia Dortmund foundation that they put me in.
You must have known a few of the players already from youth international football. Did they convince you to come? Who spoke to you?
To be fair, I spoke to Cole quite a bit.
What did he say?
He said to come to Chelsea.
Of course.
That simple.
Is that all he said?
Yeah, that's all he said. Talked to Romeo as well. I know him a bit from Man City Academy, a little bit. Liam Dadap as well in my team at City. So, most of them I've talked to. So, yeah.
What about the manager? What's he asking for you? What kind of role does he want you to play this season?
Just to try and score and assist goals, to impact the game, as well as take on my man both sides, left and right, and have an end product and work hard.
What is the favorite position, left or right?
To be honest, I don't really mind, but I think off the stats, off the left, shoot on my right foot, that's my strength. But I can play on the right wing as well, so happy to do both.
Apart from Cole Palmer saying come to Chelsea, what made you choose this football club?
I think just the atmosphere in the
one that the fans will like because he's very direct. He takes people on. He's exciting. He shoots at goal. So that's what the fans want to see. You know.
Yeah.
Can he become a little bit fitter?
Yeah, good point. Because that was my question.
Yeah.
Because he looks a little bit tired, and
Yeah.
it takes maybe 1 minute to come back in the game. That's why I think he didn't start. But if you see the first 10 minutes, still, it's better than George in the first half. So I think he is an option already.
What are the parts of the game I was going to say of his game? Rather, should he be working on if he's going to thrive in the Premier League?
I think he did some good movements today. I spoke to Jimmy when he came inside. 3 players, I tried to press him, and then he played the ball to someone else. He was in a better position. I think he improved in that because in Dortmund he always used the 1-against-1 to finish, but to use the 1-against-2 sometimes or 3 and play someone in, that's the next level.
Look, we all know that he has got talent. We all know that he's direct. With the ball, I don't think that there's going to be a really big problem with him. He has to choose the right options. At times when he have got 3 defenders in front of him, he needs to just play the ball. And he needs to, in the final third, find the right solutions. But I think the biggest thing that he is going to have to improve at is without the ball. Being in the right position, defensively, making sure that he presses at the same time with his teammates and run back. You know, England, the Premier League, it's all about attacking, but you have to be able to do the defensive work as well for your team. If he gets fitter, you've got a hell of a player on our hands.
Yeah, certainly do. And after that performance from Chelsea this evening, a lot of reasons for Chelsea fans to be feeling very excited. They gave Estevão Willian a standing ovation when he came off. He scored Chelsea's first goal in the first half after Cole Palmer struck the crossbar. But Jimmy, well, you can tell us, still not an easy finish, was it, for Estevão Willian? So calm, so composed.
No, it wasn't. He was at the right place at the right time, and he took it very nicely with his side foot. It's coming from the bar. You know, it's not easy. Bang, and puts it away in the corner. The boy is going to be special. he's got potential to become world class.
Stefan, the fans will be clamouring for him to start, but he still is only 18 years old. Does Enzo Maresca need to ease him in, do you think?
I think it's not easy for a coach now to handle young players. They already do a massive step like this one. So now, tomorrow morning, he will wake up and say, oh, I have a chance to play against Palace. I have a chance to be in the starting 11. And if you see his confidence, I didn't like to play against him because he's too quick for me. And I was quick, and Jimmy knows, but respect. And I can say, I think it will be a world class.
The thing for a manager is, it doesn't matter age. If he's good enough, he's good enough. If he can help the manager to win matches, he will play. If the manager is convinced that he's the right person to play, he's going to play. Okay, you have to look at his load and all that kind of stuff, but if the boy deserves to play, he's going to be there.
And it looked like Cole Palmer and Estevão Willian have been playing together for years, didn't it, Jimmy? They've only had a few training sessions together.
That's what good players do. They find each other, they find the space, they trust each other. It looks like they like passing the ball to each other. Hopefully they can create a special kind of thing together, you know, in that final third. They do play with no fear. And when you're young, you don't know what can go wrong, and hopefully he can play like that for a long time.
Well, speaking of brilliant Brazilians, it was João Pedro with Chelsea's second, continuing his fine form from the Club World Cup, capping off a brilliant team move here, Stefan. Great goal.
Yeah, of course, they win the ball early. They will be pressed here in that moment. They came out of that pressure. And that was exactly the problem for Leverkusen. They couldn't press, and in the end, they end up here 1 against 1. And they're losing that important moments. Of course, youngsters came in now, but they deserve the second. I think they deserve the third. And trust me, I like Leverkusen, but today, that wasn't good enough, with and without the ball.
João Pedro obviously joining the team out in America. He hadn't had any kind of pre-season, but he hit the ground running those 2 superb goals he scored against his boyhood club Fluminense out there, and he's back at it tonight.
Yeah, he's a natural finisher. He's very calm when he gets the ball in the box. He buys himself time. He picks, when he's buying himself time, he picks a corner, and he doesn't really smash it. He hits it really with a good pace in the corner where the goalkeeper has got no chance. He's a natural finisher.
There was no Nicholas Jackson in the squad this evening. Based on what you saw tonight, Jimmy, is there room in the squad for him?
I think there's room in the squad for 3 strikers, but it all depends on the club and what they can get for him. If it's good business for the club to sell him, then they will sell him.
I have to mention Christopher Nkunku. He was one of the best in the Bundesliga before he signed for Chelsea. Yeah. I'm not sure why he's not working out, but he can do everything for a team.
Because Palmer came alive.
Of course, he's even better, I know. You know? But still it's possible to play with Nkunku, maybe from the left. He can play as a striker and drops a little bit deeper.
But then Nkunku play with Palmer, he didn't really had his best games.
I understand.
You know, and I think confidence went in his head, and it went from bad to worse. So, Nkunku is a little bit different than Nicholas. I think Nkunku needs to find a new opportunity. I still think that is a very good player. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a very good player. But sometimes you need a new challenge to get yourself going again, and I think that is the thing for